Let's talk about what happened in early 2026. The tech world was just completely rattled. All these software giants, companies we thought were basically untouchable, were suddenly in a total freefall. And the reason why? A really brutal and, at first, mysterious market sell-off. So today, we're going to unpack the event that everyone's now calling the Great AI Software Panic. This was the question on everybody's mind. And I mean, this wasn't just a little dip, This was a full-on, sector-wide collapse that felt like it came out of nowhere. It left even the most seasoned analysts totally scrambling for answers. If you want to put a number on the sheer scale of this panic, here it is. $285 billion. That's how much market value was just wiped out, erased from software and IT companies in just 2 days. A number like that isn't a market shift. That's an earthquake. And look, we're not talking about small fry companies getting hit here. We're talking about the titans of the industry. Intuit, ServiceNow, Salesforce. They saw more than a quarter of their value just vanish in a little over a month. This didn't feel like a market correction. For a lot of people, it felt like a reckoning. It turns out this massive sell-off wasn't random at all. It had a single catalyst, a disruptive force that investors suddenly saw not as a helpful tool, but as a genuine existential threat to the entire software as a service, or SaaS, business model. The event got a name pretty quickly, the Anthropic Panic. Some people were even calling it the SaaSpocalypse, and it all stemmed from this one powerful fear, that a breakthrough from a single AI company could completely shatter the business model that has dominated the tech world for the last decade. And just look at how fast this all happened. January 12th, Anthropic launches its new platform. About 2 weeks later, they drop these specialized plugins. And then, just a few days after that, the market is in an absolute freefall. I mean, the timeline pretty much tells you the whole story. So this is what the market suddenly woke up to. Claude Cowork isn't just another chatbot. No way. It's being pitched as an autonomous digital employee. It doesn't just help you use software. What investors got scared of was that it was designed to replace it by just doing these complex jobs all on its own. So naturally, a disruption this massive has split the experts right down the middle. On one side, you have people seriously asking if this is the end of software as we know it. And on the other side, you've got people shouting that this is just a huge emotional overreaction. The battle lines were drawn. Okay, let's break down these two opposing camps. The SaaSpocalypse believers. They argue that these new AI agents are just going to replace expensive software licenses, they're going to automate entire jobs, and on top of that, they're going to crush profit margins with huge computing costs. But then, the overreaction camp says, hold on, this is totally illogical. They're asking, can a simple plugin really replace the deeply embedded, mission-critical systems that huge global companies rely on? So this is really the heart of the whole conflict, isn't it? Are we watching a true technological revolution that makes an entire industry obsolete? Or is this just another case of market panic that's going to blow over? Let us know what you think in the comments below. We'd love to hear your take on this. The pushback from the big institutions was immediate and strong. You have Bank of America, for instance, calling the whole thing illogical. Their argument was pretty simple. If AI was really about to replace all this software, why are these same companies spending record amounts of money on the infrastructure to support it? It just doesn't add up. And JP Morgan basically echoed that exact same sentiment. They argue that it's a massive leap of faith to think a brand new plugin can just come in and rip out the complex, critical software that massive corporations have spent years and years building their entire operations around. But here's the thing. Logical or not, the damage was very, very real, and it was targeted. The pain wasn't spread around evenly. A legal software provider like Thomson Reuters, for example, got absolutely hammered, down 18% because of fears that Claude's new legal plugins were a direct threat. The panic was so big, it even called the entire IT outsourcing model into question. So this brings us to the most important question, right? Who wins and who loses in all this? Because the threat isn't the same for everybody. The most vulnerable companies seem to be the ones focused on simple, repetitive tasks. The low-hanging fruit for an AI agent. Think about software that just helps you fill out a standard form. An AI can learn that in a heartbeat. But the companies that are most resilient are these specialized vertical SaaS providers. Imagine software that's built specifically to manage a hospital's unique workflows. Their deep, industry-specific knowledge creates this kind of protective moat that a general AI just can't cross easily. Which leaves us at this huge crossroads. Are we about to start hiring AI agents instead of buying software licenses? Or is the old guard, are these software giants going to prove they're way more resilient than the market thinks? The future of the digital tools we literally use every single day is being decided right now. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more.